Could you accept this ID? The answer is no. The reason you could not accept this ID is you can see over the picture where it's been creased, tattered, or torn. Also, if any of the acceptable forms of identification that is presented to you cannot be expired. If an ID is expired, it is no longer a valid form of identification. Ladies, how are you tonight?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing well, thanks. Got some ID there?
Yes.
Your ID's expired, sweetie.
Oh. But I got the real ID though.
I understand that, but it's I got to see a valid ID. Expired ID is not valid. I can't serve you tonight until you get a valid ID.
Only this one time?
I can't. No.
No.
And I understand that. I appreciate it, but I can't. Not tonight.
Okay.
Get your ID replaced. Get back in here. Thanks, ladies. Have a good evening. The following are what are considered to be acceptable forms of identification in the state of Montana for liquor and tobacco sales and or service. Number 1, a current driver's license from a U.S. state or Canadian jurisdiction. Number 2, a current identification card from a U.S. state or Canadian jurisdiction. Number 3, a current armed service identification card. A merchant marine ID card issued by the U.S. Coast Guard, example shown. Number 5, a valid passport or passport card. Number 6, an immigration card. Number 7, a Montana State Tribal Identification Card. Remember, some of the tribal identification cards have no expiration date, use no identification number, some will use the member's social security number, and number 8, a prison identification card. An unacceptable form of ID would be a college ID.